This funnel has brought in over $1.8 million so far in 2025. I have never worked so little in my life. Like 2025, I've made more money than ever before, less hours, and I am so fucking almost bored with my life for the amount of time freedom that I have. You have to stack so much fucking value that you make someone feel so fucking stupid and dumb if they don't buy on your page. The second thing you want to do is, after you've perfectly created that with a headline statement, this, that, you want to have something called welcome to the Alex Tripod Show, the space where we blend 5D frequency with real world flex. After coaching thousands globally and becoming one of the most trusted and triggering voices in manifestation, I realized you don't manifest what you want, you manifest what you're willing to fucking become. So if you're a high achieving entrepreneur who knows that we're born for more wealth, more influence, more unapologetic power, then strap in. This podcast is your permission slip to collapse timelines, rewrite the rules, and embody the version of you that gets everything they came for. Because let's be real, nothing is real, everything's a hologram, and you're about to bend it all in your favor. Let's fucking go. Today's episode, I am revealing the secrets of a $1 million funnel launch, and more specifically, how I hit 39% conversion rates on my movie funnel, my LTO, low ticket funnel, when, by the way, the industry average for a good converting LTO is 8 to 10%. So we're going to be talking about funnels, how to make it high converting, what makes it actually fucking work, all of it. And I'm going to be pulling back the curtains on literally the exact funnel that I used to sell my manifestation movie, The Manifestation Game, and how it didn't just work, it literally converted at almost 40%, which again, industry average 8 to 10%, mind blowing, okay? And by the way, yes, this is something that I teach in my programs, the Mastermind and 5DU. So let's go into this funnel. So this funnel has brought in over $1.8 million so far in 2025. And in the first 11 weeks of 2025, it brought in over $1 million AUD in 11 weeks in sales, right? So this is about not just my warm audience who love me, but literally selling to cold traffic that didn't have a fucking clue who I was, right? Into my world. Right? And this funnel also built my brand authority, right? While simultaneously making and building bank. And also, how do I put this? So I'm going to segue here for a second really, really quickly. Last year, and most people don't know this because I haven't really talked about it much, but last year is when I went through one of my biggest business wormholes ever. And I believe that it was me unplugging out of, like 3D matrix constructs of money, of like looking at my bank account to make me feel like a leader. And as it was going down and I was investing $300,000 into myself and things and retreats and Richard Branson's islands and movies and this and that, and it wasn't immediately coming back, I was being tested. So I still had a lot of cash, liquid cash, but it wasn't the amount that I was used to. And so I was being tested because I realized there was still a part of me that was putting my self-worth or how much of a leader I was on my bank account. And interestingly enough, last year I was making a movie, The Manifestation Game. Go fucking watch it. I ran 2 large events. One was a 470-person event in Gold Coast. One was a 300-person event at Ministry Sound in London. I also ran another 6 workshops in between that, so essentially an Australian tour, right? And I was holding hundreds of people's in my, clients in my containers. And I was working so hard. I was like literally stepping into my courage, into the fire. I was doing so much. And I was struggling. I was struggling last year. Funnily enough, I've made this funnel, which most coaches, and by the way, even if you're not a coach, you can apply this to I have a lot of Enagic clients. So like a lot of people are like, oh, well, why would I need a funnel or a lead magnet if I'm in like affiliate marketing? The same reason that a coach would. So you don't just keep fucking posting a reel hoping leads will come in. Like you need a system to bring them into your world, to build trust in your email system and your funnel, right? This is how you build long-term trust. So it absolutely applies to you, but I'm just saying coaches as a general statement. But funnily enough, I made this funnel and like I've never worked so little in my life. Like 2025, I've made more money than ever before, less hours, and I am so fucking almost bored with my life for the amount of time freedom that I have. Literally. I'm like, how many more meditations and mirror work processes can I do? Like, like maybe I should learn to pick up a new hobby. Like, and it's just so interesting comparatively. Why? Because of this one funnel that created me all the freedom and literally just like changed the game for me, sales wise, lead magnet wise, my bank account, explosion in every way, shape or possible. So like, I really want you to listen to this because this is going to be the missing key that so many people do not implement in their business. And funnily enough, I took until my 9th year of business to finally work it out, which is why I'm so obsessed with anyone that comes into my programs. I'm like, this is what you need to implement. And no, you don't have to have made a movie for this to work and convert at 40% for you. It can be a fucking ebook as far as I'm concerned. But there's also a psychology around it and a strategy around it, which is why most funnels don't actually convert at that level. So this is about activating a global audience into action through frequency and strategy combined. So in this episode, we're going to break down what made my funnel wildly successful, the importance of a self-liquidating funnel to sell your offers in your sleep that you can go then. But by the way, what I mean by self-liquidating is I plug about $14,000 at the moment. We're going to up the ante. I plug about $14,000 a month in Facebook ads to this funnel. I get $14,000 back. So everything I put into this funnel, it self-liquidates, which means free leads. And I fucking hate calling you a lead because you're not a fucking lead, but free humans into my world. How fucking cool is that? Don't tell me whatever business that you have that you don't want that too. And then I'm also going to tell you the missing ingredient that most business strategy, I don't care how fucking good you are as a business strategist, most business coaches actually don't have this. How I use, right, my frequency and my subconscious mind to actually make this highly converting. And also how I use subconscious buying psychology to engineer every single step, right? And of course, how to turn your message into a movement, not just a little scarcity marketing tactic, because you're better than that. You're in it for the long haul, okay? So this isn't about hacks or templates or like copy paste and get AI to fucking craft your sales landing page in 2.5 seconds. This is about creating a funnel that's alive with your essence and coded with your codes, okay, your energy, your frequency. So let's get into it. So first and foremost, I actually invested in a coach a lot of money to learn how to do this. I didn't just think about this. I'm 9 years into the game. I've got over 55 landing pages that are very high converting, but I knew this one needed to hit differently. So I hired a specialist that had proven results, wink, wink, has the reps, right? So I hired her to help me unpack this. And then I saw the psychology behind it and I've broken it down. I've created like a whole Alex tripod system because I understood what made it so fucking magic. And so basically it was December and we're in the final stages of my movie getting finished, which by the way was a whole thing in itself because me and Vibes Creative over here, we're the last second before movie premiere night, and it was very exciting to say the least. But I knew that the movie launch wasn't just going to be a movie premiere. I was like, that's nice that I'm going to hire a cinema and have it in the movie. How do I get it out globally? So I, on purpose, put stop to the live stream tickets available because I wanted people to buy it through a system, through a flow, right? So we unpacked this funnel. Now, basically what I want to, and I'm going to give you the basic high level of an LTO or a self-liquidating funnel, because if you want to know my templates and how to do it and how to implement it and access to my copywriter and my funnel guys and everything, like come into my world, have a conversation with my team, and let's see if it's the mastermind or 5DU, okay? But here's some high level shit. Legend, quick pause. If you're already making 10 to 30K months and you're ready to scale to 7 figures with support, strategy, and savage self-leadership, then you belong in my mastermind, Mission and Millions. This is where high-level entrepreneurs come to expand their capacity, master 5D business, and bust into a whole new financial paradigm. If that's you, click the link in the show notes and get inside. Now let's get back to the show. Basically, you've got your opt-in page. An opt-in page is your front end. Hello, this is like an irresistible offer. This is why you need to buy this thing for $7 or $11 or $2 or $37. Now, the reason that we want to put a price on it, like I'm all for free shit, 21-day free challenges, 10-day free thing. Like I'm free. I built most of my platform on free. But then I realized, and I'm going to trigger some people, but a lot of my free shit brought in shit leads. And so I'm not calling people shit leads if they never buy, but also a lot of people that just are never going to invest in themselves, don't see the value of investing in themselves, thinking that one little ebook or a free little challenge is going to change their life forever and never actually invest in themselves, right? So believe it or not, even just having your opt-in, whether it's a movie or a video or an ebook or a 3-part sales or a secret podcast, whatever it is, we all strategize that together. Whatever it is, even just charging a low amount, $7, $11, whatever it is literally going to weed out 90% of the shit. Right? So you're not just like building an email database, you're building an email database with people psychologically already willing to whip out their credit card. Bingo, green flag, fucking awesome. You don't want an email database filled with 50,000 people or people that are never going to buy. You want people that already value you straight up from the get-go, okay? Yes, you're going to have a lower conversion than if it's free, so definitely have a free opt-in and a paid one to experiment. But in my experience, this has changed the game for me. The really big thing that I want to share with this opt-in is it's not just like, here's my ebook. It's like, okay, what am I getting with that? And if you look at my movie landing page, like click on it, you'll see it's like over $1,200 worth of value. You get this, you get my morning routine, you get that, you get this, you get a money thing, you get this bonus, and then I packaged it up. It's not just watch my movie, it's manifestation X action. And I'm really speaking to the manifestor that is done with just fucking vision boarding so I'm really speaking to the person that's ready to implement, that's ready to action, that's ready for transformation, right? So I've nailed my avatar on this landing page. Anyone who's interested in manifestation or transformation or creating a new reality. And I've not just given you the movie, which by the way in itself is like 9 years of my wisdom and $1 million that I've invested in myself in the last 9 years collapsed into 90 minutes. So that in itself should be worth $11 USD. But no, let's take it to a whole new level. Let's add bonuses. Let's add this. And this is you can call it sad if you want, but that's just the world we live in right now. You have to stack so much fucking value that you make someone feel so fucking stupid and dumb if they don't buy on your page. That is the psychology breakdown of what you need to be doing on your page, right? And most people don't know how to create this kind of value and this kind of psychology value stack, okay? So that's the first thing I want to say. The second thing you want to do is after you've perfectly created that with a headline statement, this, that, when they've clicked that they want to buy, right? You want to have something called an OTO. An OTO is a one-time offer, right? Not an OTO, bump order. So there's on the second page is a bump order. So $11, you're going to get manifestation X action. Do you also want a 20-minute BTS video of Alex showing you her $1 million morning secrets? Yes, I do. Do you know that sells at like 40%? So 40% of people that buy the $11 movie buy that bump order for $27. Bang, I'm just covering my Facebook ad costs here, guys. Can you see that? And then and that for you can be anything. It can be a training, it can be whatever it is, right? But it's got to be related to the thing on the start page. And then on the thank you page, they've bought the thing, you've bought the bump order, or they haven't, right? On the thank you page, it's called an OTO page, which is a one-time offer. It's a wait before you go, here's some steak knives. Now, obviously you want to make it in a way that feels authentic, that feels, not steak knivey, but it's something that's going to accompany and accelerate what they've bought. So for me, you'll see on the OTO page, if you buy the movie and you go on that page, that there's basically a one-time offer for, I think it's priced at $147, which is fucking crazy. And I've literally built an 8-week acceleration manifestation program. And it's basically like 8 modules with PDFs. And it's basically like, cool, you got the movie, but let's be honest, the movie is like the tip of the iceberg of what I do. If you really want to implement this, I'm giving you my templates, my hacks, my secrets. This thing is going to accelerate everything you learned on the movie on fucking crack. Buy it. So between my $11 thing, my $27 bump order, and my $147 program on the back end, that is fully self-liquidating. And that's what we want to create for you, because I could be pumping 20, 30K into it every single month. And what that means is I'm getting about anywhere between 5 to 700 leads per month for my team to then manage, right? Now, well, a lot of you are going to be like, well, I don't have a team like you, Alex. I can't handle 500 leads a month. That's really fucking cute that you think you're going to get 500 leads per month from the get-go. Let's first get you to those 5, 10, 20 leads per week. And then let's worry about that really good quality problem when you have too many fucking great quality leads that you can't fucking handle. And then you get to look at, do I want to train an in-house team or a mini-me to take these calls? Or am I okay to actually be on the phone 3, 4, 5, 10 times a week? And get in that hustle flow state if it means I'm going to crack that first 50K month or first 100K month. And I'm going to do the reps before I just hand this over and hand all my leads over, if that makes sense. So that is basically the strategy of my funnel. Now, why this is really important is I used to be, and what a lot of coaches do, they're in that, launch hamster wheel. I've got to launch. I've got to do that free masterclass. I've got to do that free 21-day challenge. I've got to do that free thing. What's that next thing I'm launching? And if I'm not launching, if I'm not putting bells and whistles and something really cool to put out there, where's my next 100K month coming from? And a lot of high level coaches actually go through this. They're actually stuck on like, okay, mild anxiety of when's my next 100K coming from or 200K launch coming from? Like if I stop, it stops. Fuck, I'm holding it all, right? And so this is where it's really important to have this funnel, because this is your baseline, meaning no matter what, I know my baseline funnel minimum on a bad month will be making me about 200K months, right? Maybe 300. If I then also on top of that do an event, run a free 10-day experience, run a masterclass, right? And I put my live energy on the front end as well, you best believe we cranked that shit up to 400K months, because now I've got my baseline and I've got my live energy. But guess what? The live shit I do, they're a cherry on top. They're not the be all and end all. Where for the first 9 years of my business, my cherry on top, if I didn't do that, would be dead for sales. So this funnel has changed the game for me. It has created such a safety for my sales, for my legacy, for my fucking nervous system. It has changed the game. And I want everyone that has a vision, right? This is not just about sales. Anyone that has a mission and you are obsessed with something, you need to build a funnel out like this for yourself. It is a fucking game changer. Now, just to take you a little bit behind the scenes around what I did subconsciously is the reason that it converted at 39%. It wasn't because I had the perfect copywriter or AI helped me or that coach. They all helped. But guess what? If I was doubting, if I was in a low vibration, if I wasn't preparing myself vibrationally leading up to the launch of this funnel, do you think it would have converted like that? Absolutely not. Right? So I would literally magical script, self-concept, vibe boosters, all my bulletproof reprogram system tools that I teach my clients. I was like, I'm going to embody this shit like next level. So I basically put myself in vibrational bootcamp for 11 weeks straight. 11 weeks straight. I was doing 5 to 6 vibe boosters a day, waking up, gym, magical script, self-concept, like any spare moment I had, I was taking the time to reprogram myself to literally create the felt experience. And I literally remember having this vibe booster created where I could see the conversions, I could see the sales flowing in, I could see all this, and I was like painting this reality on the inside literally multiple times a day that my imaginary world, which I call the quantum, my vibrational reality actually felt more real than my 3D reality. So of course my hologram, my tangible physical reality had to conform to what I was dominantly thinking, feeling, and believing on the inside, right? So again, I talk about this on other episodes, that it takes anywhere between 6 to 8 weeks for the metaphysical and the physical to start aligning. I was preparing myself weeks prior to the launch. I didn't just launch the funnel like, I hope it launches. I'm looking for validation. No, fuck no. I was like, okay, I'm very aware that I'm going to get fucking triggered. That if I spend all this time and money on this movie and this funnel and no one fucking buys, I'm going to fucking want to neck myself, right? Not really, but what's it going to take, universe? So I knew I needed to create the felt experience and prepare myself vibrationally, meaning validate myself internally. I wasn't looking to the leads and the money and the sales to validate me. I was validating myself every fucking single day. Amplifying that emotion of already feeling successful, of already seeing the results, of it being so fucking real. And that paired up with this fucking kick-ass funnel that I want you to implement for you, that energetically and strategically, that is what will have you shift into 100, 200, 300, 400, 500K months and beyond. And you best believe me, all those coaches that you see online that are doing even better than me, the $1 million fucking months, they've got this in place on crack. Like this is step one, babes. So come into my world and learn how to do step one. I love you guys. And also, if you're sitting here and listening to all this and like, oh, I'd love to implement that, but maybe not now. I don't even have a lead magnet, blah, blah, blah. I really want you to ask yourself, like, what is it? Like, what actually is it that you're telling yourself that you're not ready to build this? Is it that I don't have value to give? What is the bullshit story that you are telling yourself that you are not ready to have a steady flow of fuck yes clients coming into your world, and that you're not ready to build true, authentic authority in the thing that you're obsessed with and really put it out there? Like, I dare you, boo, because when you do, the fucking game changes, and you deserve to have safety in your nervous system, a healthy cash flow, and leads coming in and things flowing. You fucking deserve it. P.S. There is a lot more that goes into the opt-in page and all the pages that are built than just, like slapping some nice words together. And so I would love to be able to go into this episode and go into like what makes a good highly converting headline call out statement, and what makes a highly converting VSL, and what you need to have, and how to take them into, their pain points, but then how to bridge the gap to the solution to buy your thing. Like there's a whole process around it. I know some of you are probably going to copy paste my funnel and put it into ChatGPT and ask ChatGPT to make your version. And you can do that. But I've also done that for my stuff, and it doesn't even touch the fucking sides. So I share this with you because like there's a lot more than just XYZ, and this is what pains me, because a lot of people will like take 5% of this and try and build it, and then 6 months from now or a year from now, you still don't believe in the power of a phenomenal fucking highly converting funnel, because you actually haven't invested in the right person to teach you how to implement it properly. So I'm going to leave it there. If you're feeling called, you know what to do. Love you. Thanks for tuning into the Alex Tripod Show. If this episode activated something inside of you, leave a 5-star review on Apple or Spotify, and hit that subscribe button on YouTube so you never miss a frequency drop, because this isn't just a podcast. It's a mission to raise the vibration of humanity, to awaken millions, to build new earth, one lit up legend at a time. And if you're ready to go deeper, wilder, and all in on your soul's legacy, come play on Instagram at Alex Tripod. I'm there daily, dropping codes, calling out bullshit, and helping you manifest the life you actually want. Let's keep playing big, because we're only just getting started.